Hey everybody, today I'm going to be talking about our featured line of the week, which is our 6th full release of Bleeding Star in 2008 called the Good vs. Evil line, which I took the contrast of the good versus the evil artwork and put them together into this whole kind of concept line that we did. And it's kind of a big element used in the tattoo world with the sparrows and that good versus evil contrast, and did some conceptualizing, and we did about 3 shirts that were on the good side, 3 shirts were on the bad side. We have some that kind of play on both, and took a bunch of concepts and ran with them all, incorporated into this idea, and we did all these designs out and then went and did a big photo shoot, really fun on location shoot. We took some of our friends out there, shot with Tyler Clinton again for the 2nd time. We did also with our post-apocalyptic line, and so this time we went out to a couple different on locations down in LA. We went to a giant freezer, like a big empty kind of meat storage house. They weren't using some parts of it at the time, so we were able to get in there and talk to some of the workers, and we were able to get in there and shoot for the day. But the crazy part about this was it was about 105, maybe a little more than that, degrees outside in LA at this time, so super hot. And inside these buildings, for the most part, it was about 8 degrees. A couple rooms dropped to 15, 20 degrees below, depending on which room. And when we seek out the rooms, we kind of want the coolest looking. We don't really care what the temperature is. So while we were doing this, didn't really realize the big difference it was going to be. Doing the makeup outside, right outside, walking into that door was about 100-degree difference in temperature, and there's just no in between. So it was really kind of a shock, and it was definitely crazy what my models went through that day in order to get these shots, and they came out really awesome. All my models did such a great job, and we had a really good time, and took these photos, did a lot of crazy editing with the angels and the devil, and kind of using kind of these contrasts, and we got a bunch of our promo photos where we did big wings on them with a lot of the Bleeding Star imagery, and just really tied in a lot of different styles that we use for Bleeding Star on this line. And so that Good vs. Evil line was definitely really fun to do the photos, do all that. We did a really big slideshow that we had up on our MySpace, a huge crazy MySpace layout that we did for this, as this was kind of prime time for MySpace right around there, right before it kind of switched over to the Facebook world. So we did this really awesome crazy MySpace layout that we're really well known for, started introducing some of the frame imagery that we used, and just did some really crazy animation. And it's kind of a big part of my forte, has always been computer graphics, computer animation, and tying that all into the way that I market Bleeding Star and how it's pushed, some of the web banners that we did. We did some really cool web banners with the Good vs. Evil imagery. So took this line and really tied all this stuff together. Lots of resources used to get this done, and definitely put lots and lots of time into the marketing, the campaigning, the conceptualizing. Spent months just planning out this line and the photo shoot, and then months in production. So this was a big full line, kind of started our concept style lines. And so we had 8 t-shirts in this line, a couple hoodies, did a bunch of accessories that we introduced. And also around this time, I think we introduced the hat that I'm wearing right now. And so definitely kind of taking Bleeding Star to the next level. We did a lot of different techniques. We started using silver foils, puff prints, making our stuff look like blood. And when I show the tees of the day throughout the week for this line, you'll be able to see kind of a little bit of the details on some of those and some of the stuff we used. And we've always had a great relationship with our screen printers and our distribution house to get some really cool, exciting things printed up. And so at this point in Bleeding Star, we started with doing single one-color prints back in 2004, and over 4 or 5 years we've taken it to a really crazy all-over print, just really being able to use the resources that we had at hand to bring the craziest, edgiest, newest, freshest type stuff out on the market, which has always kept Bleeding Star right there in the forefront of of the fashion world, and kind of introducing these new concepts to the market that we go to. So definitely check all these out. Keep an eye out for the tees of the day. Going back through all this stuff over the last 7 years, doing this mini documentary just for you guys, it takes me back, and I can't thank you guys enough for taking us to where we've gone. So giving back to you guys with that huge discount sale. Just like us on Facebook, it'll give you that promo code. You can go get any sale tee for just $4.99. So that's less than they cost to make by far. So go snag them up. We're doing it just for you guys. We're running low on them, so go take advantage of it. And like I said, it all goes back to you guys. So thank you so much, and hope you guys keep watching.